Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning, right?
I'm John Palacio.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning,
Yeah.
Belize. Good morning, John.
Good morning, April.
How are you?
I am good. It's a fun Friday and I
It's a fun
enjoy fun Fridays. That much I could tell you. We're rocking some red tea. You see it? You see it?
are.
Sean, it will lick on the camera, girl. I tell you.
Listen to instructions I tell you yesterday. John, we're red. I said it.
You never tell me though.
I said it, John. We're red into the camera.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness. But it's a beautiful morning out. That much I could tell you. How was that drive from the capital city?
It was a
good?
lovely drive. Yeah, it may kind of like drizzly a little bit,
Really?
foggy a little bit. Belize weather, no way you want.
Or Belmopan weather?
No, Belize weather, we kind of made a rain wrong zoo. Okay?
All right, so zoo weather. You know what I love most about our country? You could find there are different things in different areas, different climate, like, you know, in the Kaya area. You live in the Kaya district, and it would seem much more cooler in the nighttime, but much more hotter in the daytime.
So that's Shanice and I were in Belmopan yesterday, like around 11 or midday, and she got like, Belmopan heat different.
I tell you.
And it's true, and I just feel like maybe it's because we're in like a little basin.
Yeah.
And then all of that heat just swivel up and stays there.
And
I love Belmopan, but man.
Yeah, you know what? And we love our capital city. You know the Crofif in Belmopan, actually Belmopan, or Belopan, Belmopan.
You like comic capital, it's too boring, man. I just listen to you.
Don't spread reaction out there, man. Lord of mercy. But it's beautiful out. The weather is nice. A little later on, we'll be chatting with the forecaster on duty to tell us exactly what to expect today and, of course, throughout the weekend in that extended forecast. But nonetheless, the first order of duty, as per usual, April, is to actually, dissect what we saw in the newscast last night. And there are a lot of things. Political front, there's crime as usual, there's COVID, and then, and of course, the border issue, which, of course, we will step to eventually. But there's this issue of two children being abducted from a party and are trying to make their way, or whosoever they are with, trying to make their way up to the U.S. to allegedly their father.
It's not the first time we've heard stories like these, especially with immigrant children. But I think that there's just too much to dissect, but a lot of unknown variables, because they were in Las Flores, I guess supposedly with family.
Yes.
And then what happened between point A, Las Flores, and point B, Valley of Peace, where they didn't make it home.
Yeah.
And that garners concern as to this has to be somebody that kids know. This has to be somebody that they say that it's a connection to the father, but I really don't know. And the concern of the family seems dire, not to think about and not to try to figure out what the real story actually is.
But it is scary. I mean, how do you just pick up the children, take them somewhere, and then try to move them out of the country? And it seems that it was plotted because they know exactly what to do. A party bomb, then the family will definitely trust other people. It must have been somebody they trusted, the family entrusted. So they know exactly who that person is or that person's family. So that would be one of the spots you want to check out first. And thereafter, and the pictures are up, so it's Dennis and Vilma. And thereafter, that person, how do they sleep over? Why do they sleep over? Was it something they were supposed to do? Was it something planned at that particular point? And thereafter, maybe I think 24 hours afterwards, receiving a call from those children saying, okay, they're okay, but they're not in the jurisdiction. So what
happened?
Oh man,
What happened?
It had to be. And so we know for a fact that the borders could be very porous. There are different points whereby folks would just slip over and slip right back into. But at this point, where could they be? And of course, all indications are they're headed over to the U.S.
And begs two questions, and I like that you pointed out the borders issue, because we like to believe that our borders are extremely secure because we do have BDF manning the borders, but there are slips and cracks. I mean, we've worked in certain places where you just hop over, you pay a little price, and you just hop over to the other side. But one, that. Two, it had to be done illegally, because in Belize we have the policy where even if you're traveling with a parent, you have to have a written out letter of consent from the other parent that says
that, yes,
you are allowed to take.
You're given consent to take the children. Yeah.
So clearly, the relationship between mother and father, or mother's family and father's family, is not good. That he saw that this was the only opportunity to take them away. Kids. Yes.
It is also reported that he had requested for the children before.
Yeah.
And so at this point, I guess he had exhausted all his options and decided, hey, I need to take them across. So happens as well that the mother is also in the U.S. So, you know, like, it's scary. I mean, I have kids, and when I hear about things like this, you know, it brings a scary thought to mind. And this is, there is also the situation with the children down in Punta Gorda some, 10, 11, 12 years ago. Still. I think Onelia, and I'm not sure what the young boy's name is, but that's another story that came to mind when I heard that last night in the news. So there's so many things that we need to watch when it comes to our country. These things, I could tell you, will never stop, but we could try our best to eventually put them to a halt, because it is very important that we do. We see a lot of children being smuggled into Belize, but children being smuggled out.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's not just children being smuggled, but I think almost every other day I see somebody missing.
Yeah.
It was probably a teenage girl or a young kid, or, you know, almost every day you see somebody missing. And I'm not sure what we are doing in terms of policy-wise to aid in these kinds of situations.
And I'll go out on a limb to say, for the most part, when we see children missing, it's mostly teenage girls. So people are actually preying on our young ladies, on our young girls, our teenage girls, and we need to continue to educate them. It takes a village to raise a child. If you see something, then you make sure that you say something, because the life you save might be yours, you know, and so, or somebody close to you. So let's continue to report these things if we see them, any kind of mishaps or anything that you seem, that in your mind would be irregular, then you say something about it. Call somebody, man, and the tip line, they're out there, 922 tips. You got 911. All these things are out there, and making it easy access.
And try to take it seriously, because, you know, sometimes we post the missing kids and like, oh, she must have run away with a boyfriend, or oh, she must have, you know, and we have to take it seriously, regardless if that is the case. Take it seriously, because somebody reported that girl missing for a reason, or somebody reported that child missing for a reason.
And it must have been a very close relative, mother, father, maybe close aunt, or whosoever they're being raised with. But that's, you know, that's one of the stories coming out of the news. I know that Cabinet had approved a few things, inclusive of Witness Protection Act. So that's one of the things that I think is very important, because we always try to, we try, the police, we are able to work along with them.
Yeah.
And they're out there night, day, you know, any hours of the day, and they're trying to protect us. And the only way they could crack a case or solve crime is if we help them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just blame the police and say, Mr. Police, come because so and so and so. All right, so the police will ask you, April, tell me what you know. Well, I know snitch, or me not say nothing, or I know, you know what, I don't know, because you want to protect somebody else's life. But man, I mean, come on. And so this is one of the reasons why, or you're being threatened by the perpetrator.
Yeah.
And when you're threatened by the perpetrator, you might not, or you don't want to say anything, because you want to safeguard your life
or your family.
Or your family. And so this for this reason, that's one of the things I think is very good. You know, for Cabinet to have put out there like that, that's a great thing.
I always believe that we forget how understaffed we are in these
security forces on a whole. Yeah.
We don't have enough manpower, and we don't have technology. We don't have equipment. We lack a lot of these things, and so the fact that you keep, you know, asking the public to help our, law enforcement, it is a big deal.
That's what we do to that April. Yeah.
That's what we, who else want to defend it except for we. So it makes me wonder if a lot of our issues would be taken care of if we would just all work together along with our enforcement.
And you said it right. That's exactly the situation that we would yield if we continue to take care of each other. Then how you miss? I mean, two heads better than one. If you want to catch something, you use something that that is able to catch. Not just put one, you put 5, 6.
I got a funny story for tell you.
All right, look, I hear you.
Yesterday, somebody lost one bag of tomato in the middle of the road that built up on. And people actually tried to get out of their cars and help, find the person that lost
the tomatoes.
And I thought that was such a cute thing.
Because we are believing and we
But not just that, but I mean, if you must say a stack of tomato and potato on the road, you may try to find who lost that.
Well, April,
you know. So it was nice to see people coming out and like helping out and removing such produce from the road and taking it to the police station to find who
owns this or who lost it or who owns it.
And I thought that was such a beautiful thing. And that I know is a little segue, but also gearing up with what you said. You have to try to help as much as possible.
We must be able to help each other. If we could help each other, it's going to be better for each other. Like we're doing a homework and you might be stuck with a fraction or something to that extent. I might know it or vice versa. And if I go on out there to help you, chances are your grades will be better.
Yeah.
And I'm also instilling the mathematical problem in your mind, and so you learn it.
It goes back to the conversation we were having yesterday with the representatives from PAHO, who are saying we have this individualistic mentality now. We no longer want to think about community or helping each other out, and that is why we are with the COVID cases that we have.
Oh man!
Right? That I mean, it all comes back to you have to think about other people instead of just yourself.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And those are just a few of what we've got to share with you with the news. We know that the borders are being open. We know that COVID cases at this particular point are actually falling down or falling.
Yeah. I think it was at 400s last
yesterday.
night.
No, yesterday was somewhere around what 500-600 new cases detected, but the recoveries are actually higher.
Yeah, the recoveries are
actually higher. So that's somewhat good news because we want to eventually take this down. We know that we're in a point where you get exhausted. Some people say, you know what, I get tired of Zoom meetings, I get tired of this, I get tired of that. So the only way we could change that again is if we continue to adhere to the protocol set out to us by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, who, these people actually tell you, hey, this is the situation and this is what you follow so we could eventually curb this thing.
Yeah, and it looks like the Prime Minister, Honorable Johnny Bersenio, was declared non-contagious and recovered. So it looks like that assembly meeting will happen. That
assembly meeting is actually going to be today, and he will be taking part. And we do say kudos to him.
Yeah.
And get well soon, of course. We need to move on, though. We hope that we've motivated you to eventually go on out there and adhere to these protocols, especially when it comes to our pandemic. So what do you say we take a look at the eye-opener now? And this one is actually taken from dailyom.com. And it goes like this. We can choose to start over in this very moment. There is no need to wait for a new year or a new month or a new week. April, there are times in our lives that lend themselves to starting something new. The beginning of a new year, finishing school, leaving a job, or changing homes, these are all times that turn our minds to fresh starts. Their advantage is that they bring with them the energy of that event, creating a tide of change around them that we can ride to our next shoreline. But we can choose to start anew anytime. Making the choice to start anew has its own energy. It's a promise made to you. The forward momentum creates a sort of vacuum behind it, pulling towards you all you need to help you continue moving in your chosen direction. Once the journey has begun, it may take unexpected turns, but it never really ends. Like cycles in nature, there are periods of obvious growth and periods of dormancy that signal a time of waiting for the right moment to burst forth. Each time we choose to start anew, we dedicate ourselves to becoming the best we are able to be. April, what do you think of that?
I like this a lot. I think that it's very difficult sometimes for people to be self-motivated to
You think
start
so?
something new. Yes. Are you self-motivated?
Yeah.
I'm not. But it's always a difficult decision to make, to start something new, to do something, to begin a new lifestyle choice for yourself. And it always it takes support and it takes your own pressure, right?
Yeah.
But it's always difficult to do that. But once I think you've made that decision, your journey can begin. It's getting to that point where you need to make that decision to begin something different.
I love it.
Which is,
I love
it's
it.
hard. And once you try, and once you get there, at least you know that you started. It doesn't have to go the way you want right away, but the fact that you've made that decision to start something different.
I like how you summed that up. I really and truly like how you summed that up. When I read this a while ago, I thought of mission, vision, core values. I thought of an artist doing his or her work, and sometimes you will find a dormancy, but they start that painting somewhere. It had to start. You had to have the idea. It's the same in life. You want a new house, you have to have the idea of what you want. You're not just going to throw up anything, you know. But you must have the idea, and that's where it starts. But sometimes you might run out of a few things, and that's where the dormancy comes.
Yeah.
But does it stop there? No, because you've got the mindset that you need to go on. And when you get that house, it's only the skeleton.
Yeah.
It's only the skeleton. What you do is that you continue to build, you continue to put things in it, and that's where you build the muscle. So you will find dormancy at times, and I could go to my brother Abu, big and buff, you see on it? But there must be a time whereby muscles will come to dormancy.
Yeah.
But he sees that, you know, I want to be bigger. So what you do is that you eat more, you do new routines, or you even, if you do 13 curls, 13, sometimes you want to do 15 because there is a brand new door right across there when you do that 15. I love this eye opener for such
I
thing.
think that you're absolutely right, and I think that sometimes people lose inspiration.
Yeah.
And then they would maybe go somewhere new, go somewhere different, and then rekindle
It
that light.
Yes, it propels it. Once the journey has begun, it may take unexpected turns, but it never really ends there.
Yeah.
Now this eye opener for free meeting. Shanisa, thank you. All right. We do hope that we've motivated you with that eye opener. It is the time of the morning whereby we take a look at the weather to let you know exactly what you should expect. And Francisca is on the line as we speak. Francisca, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Woo, look, you hear that voice there? A lot of energy. You just gonna work, huh?
Yes, yes. How are you guys?
We're doing great, Francisca. It's always nice to hear from you. But let's take a
Thank
look
you.
at the. You're very welcome. Let's take a look at the weather. What should we expect? Tell us. Let's start with the general situation.
Okay, so we are having fair conditions at this time, but we'll be seeing changes later today due to the approach of a cold front. It won't cross us, but will be close to us to change our weather pattern.
You made it sound like we didn't tie the dog, so the cold front don't want to come close.
Well, this is my thing. I term these cold fronts lazy cold fronts.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's up with the 24-hour forecast?
Okay, so we'll be seeing sunny skies with a few cloudy spells this morning with isolated showers, and then we'll begin to see an increase in cloudiness, showers, and even thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms over inland and southern areas this afternoon, spreading to most areas by tonight.
Okay, and the winds?
Be out of the east-northeast, 5 to 15 knots, and producing choppy seas.
All right, sounds good. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Being that cold front approaching, no, coming up weird, but approaching, we should have some cool weather, huh? Highs and lows.
Right. Okay, so going for a maximum of 86 along the coast this afternoon, 90 inland, and 78 up in the mountains. Then tonight, we'll be seeing 70 along the coast, 66 inland, and 62 up in the Maya Mountain.
All right. And the extended forecast, what can we expect?
Okay, so I will put Saturday and into Sunday. We'll be seeing cloudy skies with a few showers. isolated thunderstorms, and periods of rain, especially along the coast and over the sea.
All right. You've warned us. I want to tell you
I
what.
had to watch that 90 degrees, man.
Francisca, we want to thank you so very much for joining us this morning, all right?
You're welcome, John.
Have a great
John.
weekend.
All right, bye-bye. Well, this Bemopanese young lady mouth long because it's going to be hot today,
90 degrees, so like it's not going to work today, John.
Oh, my
stay at the
goodness.
least city for the day.
Now we know exactly what to expect. Francisca, once again, thank you so very much. And there is an approaching cold front. It's not going to necessarily come into our area, but of course there'll be some influence from it, all right? So let's look forward to that as well.
Right.
It is the time of the morning. We move on to let you know exactly what we should expect for the show for today. It is a fun Friday, April,
Yes,
and we will be
jam-packed.
starting this morning with...
We will be starting this morning with the taste that moves you. We'll have our friends here from Grace to talk about Grace luncheon meat and San Marcos refried beans.
Oui,
I know you like your luncheon meat.
I like beans too.
Okay, well then there you go. We have a meal for John today.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, anybody who tells you they don't like beans, they're lying. They actually Clyde. They Clyde are beans.
Oh.
So you know you eat beans sometime, but you're Clyde right now.
I mean,
So
if you
can't say
like
beans.
garnaches, if you like panades, you have to eat beans at some point in your life, right?
Our
But
second
anyway.
segment for today, Making Marriage Work, a one-day workshop to be held on February 5th. That's actually tomorrow. And we'll be having Deshane in. Dr. Deshane Gutierrez will be in. She's a counseling and psychological service. She has that going on for her. So she'll be in with us this morning to tell us about how we could make marriages work.
Absolutely. And then we are going to explain to you all why John and I are wearing red today. We'll have the folks in from BERT to explain National Wear Red Day to celebrate the theme, Reclaim Your Rhythm.
All right. And we've got actually 4 segments for today, and we'll be ending this morning with the 8th anniversary of the ice cream shop. My goodness, looking forward to that. You ever taste fried chicken and fries ice cream?
No, but I had their bacon and maple bacon ice cream.
Oh, okay. You ever had fish sauce ice cream?
Lobster.
Lobster ice
They
cream?
had the lobster one for lobster fest.
You ever had curry, oh, you name
No,
that?
I never
think
had
the
the
rice
no,
and
I never
curry.
had the rice and curry one.
Yeah, you should have seen that. They brought fried chicken and fries ice cream to us with chicken chunks. Oh.
They are very creative in their ice cream making, and I think that I know, because like the one for lobster fest, they never for flavor, you know. You just want lobster ice cream. So
Yes.
we'll be very excited to have the folks from the ice cream shop in studio with us today.
All right, so that's going to be our 4th segment. Like I tell you, it's a fun Friday. We might have some riddles, and make sure that you're ready for answer some riddles to April. And of course, you there at home. But we've got to take our break. But just before we do, we've got a birthday shout out. And we want to say happy birthday to
Nicole Roland. Happy birthday, Nicole Roland. Make sure you have a wonderful day, eat cake, and enjoy.
Well, I mean, when they kind of hear they did and they train our beans, why should you not have some fun?
That's very true.
I want to also say good morning to Errol Aranda and his family tuned in there in the Kaya district, guys. All the best to you. We're going to take the break. When we come back, we're going to be inside that kitchen. We'll be cooking up a storm. San Marcos beans and lunch and meat.
On lunch and meat. John, I have breakfast
We're going to
today.
do that. So you're not going up there in a minute?
I'm going, but you won't have your beans.
Hey, we're going to take the break. We'll be right back. All right, stay with us.
It's almost lunchtime and Alice is getting hungry and forgot to bring cash. She remembers that eCash now has a geolocation feature in which she can easily view the eCash merchants near her, especially restaurants. Her co-workers also ask her to order food for them.
Chicken chow mein, please, and a Coke.
The merchant sends her the payment link. She taps confirm, and within a few minutes, her food is delivered. Alice then views her transaction history and taps on the transaction recently made. Then taps the split the bill button, where she selects the unevenly option and moves the bar to the desired amount per person. The request is then sent to her friends. Her colleagues accept the request and are ready to enjoy their meals. Geolocation and splitting the bill via eCash make Alice's life a whole lot easier.
The ministry is collaborating with SpeedNet Communications to have a vaccination campaign for children ages 12 to 17 years. Children who get vaccinated will get a chance to win fabulous prizes, including backpacks with supplies, Nintendo Switch, tablets, book tuitions, and MiFi with 3 months data. Only children 12 to 17 years old can participate in this smart and Ministry of Health and Wellness raffle. At vaccination sites, each vaccinated child, upon being vaccinated, will receive a ticket to place their name, age, date of birth, BHIS number, and contact information on, which will be filled out by a parent or legal guardian. The sooner a person vaccinates, the more chances he or she will have to win. Get vaccinated, please. Vaccination saves lives.
The Social Security Board, in collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSB, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
If you're looking for low-cost television advertising, have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you save valuable time and money. Call us today at 223-0146 or visit us at our offices on Pony Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
my God, she drunk. No hurry, I got this. Goodness. Oh my gosh, it's the hardest.
Being the hardest. The hardest. But you had way more than 2 drinks tonight, love, which is a legal limit to drive. What about you? Can you drive?
Well, I was drinking soft drink all night, so I can drive her home. Thanks, Bree. Of course, Tricia, you know I got you. You're my girl.
That's what I like to see. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Because you can't replay in a real life. Stig says so. Can't replay in a real life.
Okay, students, let's focus now.
Teacher, yes, teacher.
Can anyone tell me what sustainable development means? Ganze?
Huh?
Anybody?
Teacher. Last night my dad was talking about sustainable development and he said something about people and nature and something else. Oh, and money.
That's good. But did you ask your dad what sustainable development really means?
Yes, teacher, but he said I was too young to know what that is. Is it something bad?
No, Balisha, it's not bad. It's delicious. Well, at least it looks delicious on the TV.
Can I get some?
No, Waldo. You're thinking about edible arrangements. That's what you saw, edible arrangement.
Don't laugh, class. Some people get confused with sustainable development. But when we balance the 3 things Padisha said, we achieve sustainable development.
What do you mean by balance, teacher?
It is when people use only the resources they need from the forest, rivers, and sea and leave some resources to grow back again.
But teacher, why do people cut down the nice trees that give us shade and kill the poor animals?
Because people need wood to build houses, food to cook, and water to drink.
But teacher, we have enough trees to get wood and enough plants and animals to get food. Good enough that we can sell them and make money.
That may be so, Waldo. We need money to live. But if we use up all the resources, then there will be none left for our friends and families to see later. Do you think that's fair?
No, teacher. That's being greedy. My mom always tells me to use what I need now and save for rainy days.
Exactly.
Teacher, if we take care of Belize's precious resources and practice sustainable development, we and our children can enjoy all of Belize. That's what I learned from the Department of the Environment when they came to present at our school.
Oh, that's excellent, Waldo.
Persons at risk of becoming seriously ill from the flu or the coronavirus, people over the age of 60, persons with medical conditions they already had, such as diabetes or heart disease or conditions that has made their immune system low, such as HIV or cancers. At this time, there is no vaccine or treatment. Serious cases may need oxygen or ventilator support. Be caring and show support for your elderly loved one during this time. A health and wellness message from your Ministry of Health.
So class, let's review your homework. What are some of the things that we can do to make sure everyone has a clean and reliable supply of water?
Sir, we should turn off the faucet when using soap to bathe, to wash our hands, and maybe even our cars. This will cut our water bills and save us a lot of water.
My dad says we should keep the area around the water pipes close to our houses clean. Yes, sir. We should encourage our parents to pay their water bills so the entire village will always have clean water.
Right, class. We should not forget to attend water board meetings and add our 2 cents. Make sure everyone has reliable, clean water.
My mom says that we young people can volunteer to paint the public water pipe.
So, how do we make sure we will always have reliable, clean water?
Join the Clean Water Revolution.
Get involved today and do your part to keep your water supply clean and reliable.
The Department of Rural Development is working on achieving Goal 6 of the Sustainable Development Goals, which is to ensure access to water and sanitation for all.
All right, welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're inside this kitchen. The taste.
That moves you.
Yeah, the taste that moves you. Well, with us inside the kitchen, as per usual, chefing up today is none other than Nady, and assistant chef for me. But my corner with all information is none other than my brother Turo.
With moral support.
No, he said, you know what? It's not. I never really come up with this recipe. So I'm not cooking today, but he can't resist. That's just how he is.
Oh, so he just wants to be here with us.
Yes, we friends, man. You know how it is. But Nady, morning once again. What are we gonna do today?
Today we'll be having the Grace luncheon meat in the San Marcos Mexican salsa, and we're going to have San Marcos refried beans with tortillas.
Well,
breakfast.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's get it on. What are our ingredients? What we need to start with first.
So our ingredients for today is the San Marcos Mexican salsa.
We got the beans.
The beans, the luncheon meat, and then for us to fry the beans and stuff, we're going to use onions with the coconut oil.
So I tell you what, Turo. And
He's
you know
here to
what?
help.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. If the pot is not in the middle, I can't deal with it. Yeah. So gotta make sure. First things first. Put your coconut oil.
Done hot already.
Yeah. This hot. All right. So that's what we've got going on, and this is quick, guys. This is really a quick recipe here.
Only 10 minutes.
Yeah. Right, So first things first.
We're gonna add the onion.
Nice onions, baby. I love the smell of that, especially with the coconut oil.
That's how you refry beans?
That's how you refry beans, indeed.
Yes.
I know the beans. San Marcos thing, I tell you. All right. So I noticed you actually saved some of the diced onions. Is that for a reason?
That is just to fry along with the luncheon meat.
Luncheon meat and the salsa casera.
All
right. The what?
I asked the same question.
Salsa casera. Yeah, that's I know. All right, so and of course you consider the consistency of this bean. This is good.
What is the
Well, you know.
What is so special about the refried beans?
Because that is the chipotle flavor. It's not. We have the regular flavor and we have the chipotle.
Right. So this have any
Nady
spice.
wanted to spice up things today, right?
All right.
Yeah, to spice up a live band. And you know when you need to get everything out of that pan, you put some water, you stir it up, and you pour it in the pan. All right, see? Which one you want? You tell me what you need. Turo, tell me what you need. So we're gonna put this in here. Oil.
Never
Coconut oil.
Fry without coconut oil.
Tell me when we're done. All right, see?
You just may pour.
All right, so let's get this and yes.
That's where just touch up a little bit.
Yeah. Put on it.
More fire.
Put more fire. And then we're going to put the
onion.
You may have these spoon there, por favor. You know my Spanish flawless.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You think so?
I know so.
All right, then.
I know so, yeah.
We'll have a conversation after the show, John.
Alright, so we're going to put that there. Diced onions. And then?
I'm going to add the luncheon meat.
Luncheon meat, you say? Alright. Ready? Tell me when.
You can
add the thing? I don't say add the thing, I say when. Oh God. I love it, I love it. Watch this, watch out. Man, it's so not hard. Your San Marcos beans, diced onions.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what.
Cut that.
Yeah. So while we're doing this, Turo, I know that you've got something up your sleeves. I know that with some new product or something. What do we have right now?
For me today?
Okay, viewers, good morning once again. Our promotions for this month of February, we're gonna have our Dairy Champ milk. This is gonna be countrywide. You purchase 2, you get 1 free. We're gonna have our chicken Vienna sausages, the regular and the hot and spicy. You purchase 4, you get 1 free. And also we're gonna do our promotions with our Devon cookies and Devon creams, biscuits. Okay. You purchase 2, you get a free buster. This is countrywide as well. Along, what I want to mention here today is next week, February 14th, is Grace as a group 100 years.
100 years of Grace, yeah.
In January 12, we celebrated the 40 years for Belize.
Belize, yes.
Next month is, not next month, sorry. This month, the 14th of February, is going to be the 100 years anniversary for the Grace Kennedy Group, which is something big for us. So you can follow our page, you can look out for promotions, you can look out for giveaways, and you know, once it's something big for us, it's promotions and giveaways. That's how we do it.
So what you bring for Give Me today?
Food.
This guy's alive for the party. I mean, my goodness, you have to let him give food. Give food. Oh my God.
You didn't give them me and you didn't cook?
She was just talking about free food, right?
Hey man, you know what? Too I got your man. I got your back, bro. Don't worry about it.
I got a double bank.
But the recipe, like I mentioned, is very easy. So now it's to add the magic. This is the magic? And the entire thing?
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
Breakfast.
Ooh. I love it.
Sizzle.
Yeah, and sizzle in there.
Alright, just stir up.
Stir up and we're good to go. Man, this is good. And this is fairly quick and easy. This would be something normally. Yeah, Japanese something in it.
Sazón completa.
And malher.
And malher.
Only malher, alright, that he not right there. Oi, oi, oi. Alright. Look at that.
Alright.
I could just imagine how you know when they say people mouth the water.
And the beans done, John. How is that?
Well, you know what? We stand strong.
Alright.
Yeah. Not about it too rough, you know. Turning it up. Turn it up, alright? Yeah. So just stir up again.
Stir up.
Okay.
Same heat.
Yeah.
Quick and easy.
Easy, man. This is how we call drink tea.
Pass the plate.
For favor, plate there.
John, we have to have a conversation after the show.
Oh, yeah. The taste that moves you.
Yes. So here's your refried beans with chipotle.
Yes, that's perfect right there.
All right.
My portion.
John, your turn now.
My turn, boy. You know what? When things this nice, you can't walk correct. You have to, you have to eat to see the All right. So there we go. Want to put on right that sardine on the corner. You're not after this. This is not that.
We're not seeing.
I can't watch what you do.
We're seeing from the curve.
I have to, we have to nice it up.
I watch it on screen, man. Breakfast.
Yeah, and I want to see one that's a spite to put that one. All right. You need a little bit more?
That's your serving.
This is my serving right
Yeah,
there.
how much do I want to eat?
Look how perfect that.
Yes.
Look at that. Man, this is, wait, hold on. I wish I could get some gravy in my cup.
Embellishment. Professional embellishment.
You guys are so jealous. Quick, I need the recipe.
Yes.
All you needed night it was
San Marcos refried beans.
With chipotle unite.
Yes.
Okay.
Then the luncheon meat, pork luncheon meat. And then your flour tortillas.
That's it.
That's it. Breakfast.
And you know, Fridays, this is a quick recipe, but you have to have an additional flavor to it. And we're talking about the
coconut oil.
Yes.
Grace coconut oil.
Grace.
Yes, and that's what we had here. Quick, easy, and it's the taste
that moves you.
Just like that. Hey, we hope you had a great time. That much we could tell you. Quickly, before we go, once again, the specials.
Okay guys, the specials for this month is our Dairy Chomp condensed milk. You purchase 2, you get 1 free. Our Grace Vienna sausages, which is the hot and spicy and the regular. You purchase 4, you get 1 free. And you're also gonna do the Devon biscuit, which is the cookie and creams. You purchase 2, you get a free Buster. Follow our Facebook page and look out for our 100th anniversary. And look out for the giveaways and promotions we're gonna have. Also gonna mention next month is March, so look out for our promotion that we do every year, which is the Lent promotion that people participate here in Belize. So you can follow our page, look out for that promotion as well.
All right.
Awesome.
So there you had it. You heard it first from the team to let you know exactly what to look out for when it comes to these promotions. Quick, easy recipe. Now time for drink tea.
Time for drink tea.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take the break. When we come back, we've got much more. It is a fun Friday, or we should, you know what? Riddle time coming up for you after this as well. We're going to take the break. We're going to be right back. Stay with us.
Working off-site doesn't mean you have to be off your game. Studies have shown that simply adding a keyboard and mouse to your laptop increases productivity by 26%. Add a monitor and you'll be 35% more productive. At Fulltech Systems, we have what you need to enhance your remote work or e-learning experience. With devices such as headsets, video conferencing monitors, webcams, keyboards, mice, docking stations, all with the brands you trust. Keep connected with collaboration tools like Microsoft 365 Suite and Kaspersky and perform efficiently no matter where you are. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Las tradiciones son atemporales, pero mantenerse al día es necesario. DigiWallet me permitirá hacer todas mis compras favoritas. Es fácil y seguro. Solo es agregar dinero a mi DigiWallet y ya puedo irme de compras en mis tiendas locales favoritas. Oye tú, a mi familia le encanta. A mí también. Es nuestra nueva tradición. DigiWallet, próximamente.
Before you get caught up in this lifestyle, think about what could happen. You could end up in prison. Quick end to your life. Your family becomes a target.
Have to protect the life where we live, so you know, so we have to think smart. Have to think smart. Have to protect the life where we live, so you have to watch your head back. Watch your head back. And you know want to nothing negative, got the past away you can't get back. You fit, you fit.
Don't get caught up in the game. You are worth so much more. The Community Rehabilitation Department is here to support you and your family. Counseling, life skills, family support, educational assistance, linkages to other programs and services, all in an effort to support you as you choose a better life. So come in and visit the Community Rehabilitation Department. Come in, make we reason. It's not too late to start working towards a positive future. For more information on support services for families of children at risk of coming in conflict with the law, contact the Community Rehabilitation Department at 223-2716. This message is brought to you by the Community Rehabilitation Department, the National Committee for Families and Children, and UNICEF.
Are you kidding me? Mira lo que has hecho. Ahora sí te voy a mostrar. Time out. La mayoría del tiempo los niños no saben que están haciendo algo mal. Usando violencia solo les enseña que pegando es la única manera de solucionar las cosas. Esto solo empeorará la situación y dañará su relación. Tómese un tiempo y hable con sus hijos de lo que está bien y mal. Construyan una relación basada en entendimiento, respeto y amor. Lizani, sweetie, it's a very nice drawing, but you know you shouldn't draw on walls. You know how hard it is to keep the house clean. We will wash it off, and from now on, we will draw only on paper. ¿Entiendes?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Come out of the kitchen.
Yes.
Still smell of food.
We do. We smell like lunch.
Come out of the kitchen. And San Marcos beans, huh?
Yes.
Come out of the kitchen straight back into the studio. And this conversation is definitely one you want to listen to. Then again, it is a fun Friday. And we're going to have some fun learning how to make marriages work. Yes, now, it's going to be a one-day workshop that will be held tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And of course, to tell us all about it is the Shane Gutierrez Counseling and Psychological Services Limited. Wow.
Hi,
Dee, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Because it's making marriage work, I just want to add in it's Mrs. Lopez.
Oh, dang! Okay. So Mrs. Deshawn Lopez. Emphasis on the Mrs.
Man,
right?
yeah.
She has to say it.
Yeah,
you know.
My goodness. I've got to start out by saying lovely look. I love the blouse.
Love the blouse, love the nails.
Yeah.
She's here to talk to us about making marriage work.
So let's jump on into that conversation. I think that it's something that especially with the whole pandemic and people can't get together. They don't really know each other.
Also being stuck inside with one person for 24 hours a day is sometimes we're not used to that kind of thing, right? Yeah. So first of all, why this workshop? Why was the need for this workshop? And a little bit about it.
Tell us about that.
So one of the reasons we decided to do this workshop is we have seen an increase in terms of the conflict that couples were experiencing. People would call in and say they would want therapy. One partner would want it, the next partner wouldn't want therapy.
Yeah.
And so this isn't therapy based, it's more psychoeducational learning strategies and activities. So it's to encourage everyone. So if you don't want to go to therapy, but you still want to learn how to be able to communicate, how to strengthen your relationship, especially because we've been cooped up together for this extended period of time, so many different challenges. We want to be able to strengthen the foundation of our communities, strengthen the foundation of families, and we do that by strengthening our relationship. So by strengthening the marriage, learning in terms of understanding each other as you're going through, because conflict will happen, challenges will occur, but if you have a solid foundation in your relationship, if you feel connected to your partner, it's more likely that you will lean into each other when conflict arises rather than lean separately from each other and seek comfort other places.
So you know, I definitely want to touch the prelims of what should be expected with tomorrow's workshop. But do you feel then that there are people who have been together for 20, 30, 40 years, and we've heard about relationships being for so long? Do you feel like they actually know each other for longevity, for that longevity?
It varies. There are some people who are married for that long, but the relationship isn't a fun, loving relationship, that they're married, and yes, they're married, but in terms of feeling connected to your partner, a lot of time people are in a relationship for a long period and they realize we don't really know each other again. You know, 10 years have passed, 20 years have passed, and there have been different changes that both parties have experienced, but they weren't reconnecting with each other to be able to grow together. So they are married, yes, but sometimes they're living two separate lives. And then there are some that indeed they have been able to stay connected, and you could see that connection over the years is because they have been able to stay attuned to each other. So yes, there are persons who have been able to do it well, you know, and that is because they are staying connected. And that is the foundation. You want to be able to stay friends with your partner. You want to be able to keep that. Our phones always update, right? Google Maps always update. There are different changes. And it's the same way for our relationships. We want to be able to constantly updating with each other.
So what makes somebody lose connection?
People lose connection because for various reasons. A lot of time is when we talk about the honeymoon period, it's the fun part, right? We get to know each other, we spend a lot of time on the phone, we talk about the stuff that are important to us, but after times we get routine work, we get busy with work, children, other responsibilities, that then we just get comfortable with how things are going, that we end up going separate ways, right? And so how they deal with conflict is also an issue. There are 4 major things that the researcher that created this program had talked about that really hurt relationship is when there is a lot of criticism, when there is stonewalling, when there's defensiveness, you know. When you constantly have that in a relationship and don't know how to be able to connect, don't understand how each other respond when they're experiencing fear, anger, anxiety, when they need for connection. If you don't really understand that, it's going to be hard for you to be present for your partner. And after a while, it just feels like this isn't making sense anymore.
Yeah. You did mention during the commercial break about different principles of making things work. And I had mentioned as well about the love languages. So what are some of these things that you would say that people could look at that could make their marriage flourish?
So the foundation of every relationship is your love languages, your love map. Where are you guys going together? Your love map is your journey of where you want to go. So if we're saying we are here and 10 years from now, this is what we want to achieve, then you have different stops, right? So if you're traveling from Corozal to PG, you know there are different pointers that you want to be able to know that you're passing to say, well, we're really heading to PG. And it's the same way for your relationship. What are the different points that you're working towards? What will be your checkpoints when you check what's happening, you're reconnecting? Who are you as an individual? What are your triumphs? What are your struggles? What are your fears? What are your goals in life? You know, what are the things that you have experienced that has shaped who you are, and understanding your fundamental cores. You want to be able to know your partner really well, and not just know what food you like to eat, what movie, your colors, your favorite colors and stuff, but you really want to know that person, what moves you. If I understand you, then I have compassion for you. My admiration for you continues, that it's no longer become superficial. But I could see you and I could say, this is my guy, this is my woman, because I fully understand every aspect of this person, and I still have respect and admiration for that person. So your love map is for yourself as well as for your partner, is to create that journey together, because you want to be able to head in the same direction, and you want, and the foundation of that is strengthening your friendship. When you have a solid friendship and you continuously want to invest in that friendship, you have a better chance, because even when there are struggles, you know where this person's heart is. You know the vision of where you're heading, that you're able to not always look at the smaller stuff. You can look at the bigger picture, because you understand this person's fundamental values, and that goes well with your values, how you see things. But also with differences, you're able to say, I appreciate your differences, our differences, and I respect you still. And it's also about learning how you communicate. You know, like I had mentioned earlier, if there's a high level of criticism in the relationship, if you're defensive, if you're shut down all the time whenever conflict arises, those are, if you have a lot of that in your relationship, it really does cripple the relationship, because then you demoralize the person. That person no longer feels like you see me. You don't really see me. You see a version of something that doesn't match who I really am. So by understanding these blocks and understanding how to address it, and we have to be honest with ourselves, we come in all of those things from our own upbringing and on our own way of dealing with things, and then we have to be able to understand it for ourselves, because we need to do self-checks. Like you need to check yourself, because sometimes it's easy for us to want to check with partner, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, but we don't self-check. So a part of the workshop is to have that opportunity to assess you, understand where are these behavior coming from, and then learning in terms of how then now do we understand our styles that we typically do, and what do we want to be different. We create that. We want to be able to always have admiring our partner, having admiration for each other and respect. That has to be throughout the relationship and not just in the beginning. You want to know how to stay attuned. We connect with each other verbally and non-verbally. We want to be able to understand in terms of, how do I trust my partner in terms of in every aspect, you know? When we talk about marriage, we talk about relationship, we talk about submission. We have to be able to submit to each other. We have to be able to trust that this person could make some decisions on my behalf, and I know that it's good intentions, and I could trust that person.
Vice versa.
Right, vice versa, right? So that needs to be able to be a part of it, learning how to communicate, how to deal with conflict when it arises, and so these are different aspects that you want to continuously have in your relationship. Is that awareness of how do we stay connected?
I think one of the things, you know, that you mentioned there, and I think this is one of the biggest downfalls of when it comes to relationships, is how, because conflicts will always be. There is no road you go on, you know, find like one pothole, and the only way you're going to fix that is if you bump in it or something happens there. Which brings me back to the conflict within the household. I think one of the things that we need to learn as couples, marriage people and whatnot, or couples on a whole, is how to resolve the conflict. I know you wanted to show something in it.
No, I completely agree with you, but then I wanted to ask what kind of I know you keep mentioning like love languages and of course all of these important factors, but how do you with your partner would be able to resolve a conflict? How would you connect back? Because you know, sometimes people don't want to admit that the connection is lost. Sometimes people give up. Sometimes they just decide that, you know what, this is not for me, or they make bad decisions. So how do you, one, admit that there's something wrong, and then two, how can you fix it?
So whenever we do something wrong, we're oftentimes afraid to admit it because we're afraid of the repercussions if we admit. So the first thing you want to be able to do is to re-establish just a safety area. I feel safe. And we do that by going back to where we started. Because we have to be able to create that softness first. And so if you have a high conflicting relationship, you want to be able to try as much as possible to do and talk about the good old days first. You want to start to reconnect. Again, if you notice I'm stressing back, going back to that friendship component, you want to do that so that you could be in a place then to have conversations about the things that are causing conflict in the relationship. One of the other important things is, like you rightfully said, conflict is inevitable. And in all relationships, there will be some problems that are perpetual. That means the entire course of a relationship. And there are conflicts that are solvable. People like to stress on the perpetual ones because they don't know what else to do. It's just focusing on this negative component of the thing. But there will be some things that will be perpetual. Will you invest so many time focusing on those things? Or would you invest on solving the solvable problems? All right. And so it's learning what are some perpetual problems in your relationship and what are solvable ones. Because if you're not having gains, if you're not feeling like you could handle the conflicts and you just focus on the perpetual one, then you start to disconnect even more because then you don't have the strategies in terms of understanding one, but also there will be certain things that the aim is not to always change the certain thing, and it goes back to understanding, do you understand this person? Because if you understand certain things about this person, there'll be certain things that is just that person. There'll be just certain things that, but if you really also understand, then you could be able to go to a place now and have those conversations of the ones that, okay, this is an issue. It could be an issue, but we don't have to focus on that much because that doesn't have the weight of the relationship. So again, it's for each couple to understand what are our perpetual and what are our solvable problems. Now, conflict is also healthy. But when we think about conflict, the most common thing I've seen is shut down. Right? Stonewalling.
People don't want to deal with that.
Don't want to deal with it. Now, shutting down may be effective as a short-term strategy. You want to take a break, but you should go back to the issue when you're calm.
So don't leave the issue out like
don't
that.
leave the
go
issue.
to it.
Go back to it. So get calm and then go back. Because when you're calm, you're able to think much more than when you're in that moment, right? So shutting down temporarily is effective, but if you do that for the entire time, then you have a whole bunch of unsolvable problems now because you're not even addressing any. And one of the things is because we've been always encouraged not to just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. In our everyday life, just leave it alone. Just forget about it.
You know, what comes to mind when you think about that, and I think people should always go back to analogies with respect to this, because it's like being in your house and rather than throwing away your garbage, you leave it there and it becomes smelly within the household. And it's the same thing with the relationship. It becomes a bag of toxicity because you guys didn't go back to the root of the problem and try to get it solved so that that particular bag could be empty. Now, you know, so I want to get to the workshop, of course, as to how people, because time is just going like that, how people or how couples can be a part of this and what can they expect going into this.
Okay, so if you want to register, we have the forms online, but you could also call our office at 636-0823, and then the office administrator will send you guys the link to be able to register. In terms of what to expect for the workshop, it's not a teaching per se workshop. It's not where I'm be talking and you just listen. It's really an interactive workshop where you'll be working with your partner. So this is an intimate time for you and your partner to really learn how to understand each other. All the activities based will be personalized for you and your partner. So you won't be sharing with everyone the activities. So for example, with building your love map. those are personal. So you and your partner will be doing those things together. So each couple will be participating in the activities, sharing with each other, and strengthening and understanding who they are, understanding. So there will be some educational component where I'll be teaching and explaining, but most of it will be activity based with you and your partner for the entire day. So it's an entire day just devoted to you and your partner. So it's a personal couples time. It's an opportunity to assess. So even if you're not having issues, because a lot of times people think, well, we don't have no problem, so why should I attend?
Yeah.
But it's not about having problems. The whole purpose of this is to be able to strengthen relationships, all right? And some people have asked, do you have to be married? You don't have to be married. You could be in a common law relationship. You could just be in a committed relationship. The idea of it is we want to be able to strengthen relationships. We want to, one, give you, based on research, what are things that makes relationship healthy, give you strategies to start to do in throughout the day so that you will start to do those things. You take home the materials and stuff. And we also plan to have a Facebook group that after the workshop, participants will start to be a part of that Facebook group, and they'll also be getting resources, because we really want to be able to promote healthy relationships.
Yes.
That's nice. Very nice.
Where is this workshop taking place?
So
From what
it
time?
will be happening at the Lions Club tomorrow at 9 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m.
That's right here next to KHMH.
Yes, right here next to KHMH. Food will be provided and all materials will be provided.
Is there a cost to it?
Yes, the cost is $275.
$275 per couple.
Per couple.
Per couple.
And you said you can find the forms online. Where on your?
At Counseling and Psychological Services, there's a link that you could click and fill out the form, and it's just your basic demographic so that we could have it for tomorrow.
We've got a few more minutes, and I'd like for us to at least grab some more attention with respect to conflicts. What are some of the most common ones we see with couples? Now, you don't have to be married, but what are some of the most common ones that we see with couples, and what are some of the ways they can resolve this? Because we might not be understanding the entire shebang, and I want to tell them, man, like clean up, or like this, or like that, and that could be a conflict. But it might just be you who is driving such thing. So what are some of the common ones, and how can they work on that?
So you just described criticism, right? Criticism. Now you know do this, you know do that. Man, I feel defeated. Like I'm not good for nothing, right? So that is the message that your partner is getting. So rather than criticizing, you want to be able to catch your partner in the things that he or she is doing well. Right? And then you explain what is it that you would want to see more. So rather than in the moment, you know, do this, you know, do that, you know, what is it that you do appreciate? Right? And rather than focusing on the person, because you know what, the you is the task. Talk about the problem and not the person, because sometimes we focus on the person. Oh, you know what, idiot, you know, do this damn thing. You know, all these things will go negative to the person.
To the person, yeah.
Rather than to really the task. So it's one, you want to be able to use as much as possible, be able to to de-stressing, so reducing the high physiological reaction. But you also want them to be able to focus on the good qualities of that person, because we don't want to create shame. Because when we create shame, it hinders us, right? People like to say, well, I was ashamed for doing it. Well, who actually do something when they feel shame?
I'm not ashamed. Yeah.
Right?
Nobody
So if you're to criticize, that doesn't help. You want to be able to talk about the activity. I want you to be able to do this for me. I appreciate, John, when you do X, Y, and Z. I would prefer that in the future, maybe you could do this as well. I would really appreciate it.
Goes back to language and communication.
How do you talk, right? Stonewalling, that is another favorite one, is shutting down. If we don't shut down, if we don't talk about it, then how do we really address something? If we shut down, especially if you don't understand that person really well, right? If you don't understand who they are, their fundamentals, and they shut down, and the person may interpret that as a rejection. You're shutting down because you're physiologically overwhelmed. You would feel all of these emotions. You just shut down for try to calm yourself down, and then your partner go to you and try to have a conversation, you're not for it. Then your partner say, you reject me. Then a rejection, then it continue. Because if that is your continuous, your partner will continuously feel rejected. Now if you feel rejected, eventually a while, I won't even bid for your attention. Then we just coexist.
Yeah.
There is no. So understanding the ways that we may be interacting with each other, but also what does that mean for us as the individual, right? What have we experienced in our own childhood upbringing that is impacting us in our relationship? So it's also an opportunity to reflect in terms of what are some of the things that I am also bringing into the relationship without even realizing it. And so you want to be able to do that defensiveness. Now, if you always feel attacked, you're always defensive. Now, if you're always defensive, there isn't always the opportunity then to accept and make changes, because you're always on guard. You're always on the defense, whether you always feel like the victim or feel as if you have to always protect yourself.
Yeah.
Then that means that you're always tense. And if you're always tense, you're not enjoying nothing in this relationship. And you're not nourished.
So, you know, there's so much we could talk about when it comes to this.
Yeah, but you might just have to go to the training and find out.
So again, this training is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be right there at the Lions Den, next to the KHMH. It starts at 9 a.m. and it ends at 3. And again, the cost for people to be a part of it, or couples?
For couples, it's $275.
$275. Your food included?
Food included. All the materials will be included, and it's a day really for you and your partner to reconnect, learn more, strengthen, and if your relationship, if you believe it's already good, that's great. Come and make it even better.
All right.
Show up.
Show up. We have some folks sign up already?
Yes, we do.
All right, so there you go. So minimal space left.
Yes, we still have some spaces left, but we would want to, hopefully by the end of the day, in terms of food, because we're providing food. But if you come tomorrow and you said, well, I don't need the food, you can still show up if tomorrow morning or tonight.
So okay, so and finally, with respect to where do I go to sign up? If I want to sign up today, where do I go?
You could call 636-0823, or you can go on our Facebook page at Counseling and Psychological Services Limited, and you'll find the information right on the page.
Counseling and Psychological Services. You'll find the link there, and then eventually you just click on there, you make your payment, bam, so there, you know things. Party done. All right, so that, Mrs. Lopez.
Mrs.
Lopez. I want to thank you so very much for coming in. You know, it's always good to have you in. We saw you 2 weeks ago. And, you know, it's always nice, right?
It's always nice when because she makes me feel mellow.
Yeah.
She makes me feel like I learned something different about
like
myself.
Calm. But it's a fun Friday.
It is a fun Friday.
It's a fun Friday, so we're going to throw this out there. Yes, just before we take the break. Mrs. Lopez.
Hi.
I know somebody who have 5 sisters. All the 5 sisters are in a house. One sister they cook. One sister they clean. One sister they enjoy herself to play checkers. The next sister they in the room to dance. What the next sister they do?
They chill.
Is it chill?
I mean, one and done is big chill already.
You're sure?
So 5 sisters.
5 sisters. One to clean. One to cook. One to enjoy herself to play checkers. One in a room to dance. What the next one to do?
They observe.
She the observe?
She count the sisters.
You wanna give up?
Yeah.
She to play checkers too? You take 2 to play checkers, man. We're gonna take the break. When we come back, it's gonna be about Bert, and they'll be explaining to us the National Wear Red Day, celebrated under the theme Reclaim Your Rhythm. Right. We're gonna do that when we come back. Stay with us.
With eCash, bill payment is extremely convenient, and all utility companies accept eCash payments. What's even better? You get to split bills with your roommates, siblings, or whoever you desire. Simply open your eCash app, go to Bill Pay, tap the respective utility company, enter the information, and pay the bill. Then tap the transaction made. Tap Split the bill. Select Evenly. Send the request to who you are splitting the bill with, and get notified when they pay. Talk about making life easy and avoiding confusion. You can split the bill for restaurants, grocery stores, and for any eCash payment you make. To find your next yummy meal, hair treatment, or chill spot, simply open the app and utilize the geolocation service to see nearby businesses that accept eCash. Geolocation and bill payment make life a whole lot easier.
pair of Belize.
Bringing people together has always been SMART's mission and passion. That is why we are proud to have built a locally independent quality network from the ground up that spans the country with over 100 sites. We continue to add more affordable mobile data packages, broadband speeds, and voice services to meet your personal and business needs. SMART has set the standard of true competition with the most competitive prices on all services offered. We invite and welcome you to join the SMART family, where the value for your dollar matters. SMART will continue bringing new technologies, more affordable prices, network expansions, and people together. SMART, bringing people together.
And welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're moving now into our third segment. It is a fun Friday, and what better way than to have some fun right here on Open Your Eyes. Now this segment is all about Bert, and they'll be explaining to us National Wear Red Day, celebrating.
We're all in red.
Under the team, you know, celebrating under the team. Reclaim your rhythm. I like that. In to talk to us about it, Dr. Rigo Montejo, Bert Medical Director and Board Member, of course. And Catherine Main, board member at BERT as well. We just started to
yes, she's here with us via Zoom. Yes, welcome.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So, Dr. Rigo and Cathy, once again, welcome. And let's get on into this, man. I mean, you know, explain the National Wear Red Day as we celebrate under this theme today. Why? For what? What's going on?
So, American Heart Association is a non-profit organization, huge in the U.S. and worldwide. They are leaders in research for cardiovascular diseases and consumer health, making wise recommendations and decisions to consumers. So we have been a international training center for American Heart since way back. I mean, BERT was formed in 1998, and soon after that we became an international training center with help from our partners in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And American Heart celebrates February as a Heart Month.
Okay.
And in February 4th, they're launching this campaign to raise awareness for women's health, especially cardiovascular disease.
Yeah.
Cardiovascular disease is claiming like 1 in 3 deaths in women worldwide. I mean, every 80 seconds, a woman is dying from some cardiovascular disease. This includes heart attacks and strokes. All right, so it's something major. So they're trying to launch this campaign to raise awareness in the public.
Then we've got Reclaim Your Rhythm.
Yes.
How you get to that team? That's cool.
Okay, so Catherine, you want to?
Cathy.
Sure. Well, first, just to add as well, yes, you know, quite interesting, those statistics that say that 1 in 3 women die every year from heart-related diseases. Yeah. And the positive side of that, though, is that 87% of these are preventable. And they're preventable through resources, through identifying resources, doing research, education, and awareness. Yeah. And that is where awareness, and that is where the theme comes in. So we want to be able to communicate with our public, to communicate with women in particular, and remind them about making sure that they are reclaiming their rhythm by becoming aware of these statistics and also doing what they can to protect themselves and protect those around them as well.
What activities are you all planning for your awareness campaign for Go Red?
Well, on the page, we have been promoting free hands-on CPR classes for women. I think they were advertising the first 20 women to sign up. They will have a class Friday, only today, the 4th. 2 classes in Belize City and in San Pedro.
Wow.
At 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. Okay. So if you haven't signed up, women, go to the Facebook page or call the office and sign up and get some training. Get some training to not only stand and watch someone having a a heart attack or a cardiac arrest and not be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Hands-on CPR allows them to alert the EMS or alert the ambulance, alert the police, get help, while they can also start hands-only pushing. Push hard, push fast until the ambulance arrives. And that can make a huge difference in
What
somebody.
is it about women that we are the ones that suffer from?
So, I mean, you might have heard that men, because of the lifestyle, because they're outgoing, because they're more physical, they might tend to suffer more heart attack. And it's true, but most men who have heart attacks is before age 50. So women, because you know most women start to go through menopause after age 40, that could last for a couple of years. So most heart attacks in women will be after age 50. So one of the causes would be hormonal changes, fall in estrogen levels. Estrogen is actually a protective hormone for the vessels. So when the estrogen fall, it causes women to develop small vessel disease. So unlike men, most heart attacks is easily identifiable. They come in with symptoms of heart attack, chest pain, shortness of breath, weakness, they might have nausea, they might have vomiting, or they might just faint, no? Syncope, you call it.
Right.
But we do studies. There's something you do is called an angiogram, which basically involve injecting a dye into the cardiovascular system, and it lights up the cardiovascular system. So most men have heart attacks in the major arteries of the heart. So it's easily identifiable. But in women, it's in the small vessels, so it's difficult to see. So a lot of times they would come in, we do the test, and we say, well, ma'am, we don't see anything. We don't see any signs of obstruction. Right? And so they're underdiagnosed, and hence they're undertreated. So they're at higher risk of dying after a cardiac event, unlike men. And also because the vessels are so small, it's more difficult to do any intervention, even if it's identified at the early stage.
So it's not so much that we are doing more, it's just that where you would normally identify or diagnose, it's just difficult to.
Also some of the tests, there's a test that is done, it's called a stress test. But the stress tests are designed to see response, to evaluate the cardiac response in physical stress, not emotional stress. So women deal with stress differently. Most women have emotional stress, right? Because of work, because of home, because of relationship problems, you know. So putting them on a treadmill and doing a stress test sometimes does not emit the result the doctor would be expecting. Right? So again, underdiagnosing a cardiac event or a heart disease in women. Also, women. Most women, I won't say all, but most women would put their health on the back burner because of family. They put their kids first, they put their family, they put their job first. So they ignore symptoms and they ignore going to the doctor. So sometimes by the time, so sometimes they say, maybe I ate something and now I'm feeling nauseous, now I have a little pain there, you know, they blame something else. So by the time they arrive and it's diagnosed, it might be too late.
So you know, you touch a very important point there, which leads me to ask the question, or for you to tell us, what are some of the signs that so women or folks could know, and specifically so women, being that they're the target at this particular point, so they could know that, you know what, this might be a red flag. What are some of those signs?
Okay, so it could be something as minor as feeling lightheaded. You know, like feeling dizzy. You could have sweating, right? Mine again, sometimes overlooking it. You can have classic ones, chest pain is described as a heaviness in the chest. Okay. Women sometimes do not have this classic chest pain, but they might have epigastric pain or abdominal pain, right? Sometimes might have pain or heaviness to the arm, pain to the jaw, pain to the back of the neck. Okay. So those are symptoms of that you could be having a major cardiac event going on.
Okay. But I often find that men suffer more from hypertension. Yes. And that doesn't relate or connect to having symptoms and diagnosis of stroke and probably cardiovascular problems.
In men?
In men.
Yes, it does. But like I say, usually, most men, not all, of course, but the grand majority would have a major cardiac event, be it a stroke or a heart attack, usually before age 50, 55.
Why?
Because that's when they're more active. That's when they drink more, that's when they smoke more, that's when they're out binging more and stuff like that. So there are more risks. Yes, there are more risks.
Kati, you did mention that, you told us about this, but you did say that for women, it is preventable for them to go through these things. So can you share with us some of the ways that they can prevent themselves from suffering with cardiac arrest?
Absolutely. And there's several. And, coming back to that theme of reclaim your rhythm, there's stress management, there is self-care, there is healthy eating. So perhaps, making your food at home and taking it to work, right? The type of meals that you eat as well. And then there's also the components of, learning to protect those around you and protect yourself.
Yeah.
Get training, for instance, the CPR training is another example. And just to add a little bit to Dr. Rigo's point about Bert's efforts for, Heart Month and our give back on Wear Red Day today is there's going to be 20 women in particular are going to get free CPR, hands-on CPR training in Belize City. And then there's going to be another 20 women in San Pedro having the ability to take advantage of this as well. And we're doing that in collaboration with Hope Haven as well. So we encourage persons to get out there to take a look at our Facebook, learn more about or the next training that's coming up on the 18th of February as well. If you're not able to take advantage of this one today. And, it's just being aware. That was what you asked about. Why women? Why is the statistic so high for women?
Yeah.
And it's really about, remaining untreated for the reasons we talked about before, and just a lack of recognition, right? And that's something that's preventable, and that's something we want to make sure we communicate and we try to discourage from happening.
I also feel that women go for checkups for other major problems like breast cancer and their cervical cancers and so forth, and so often we ignore the heart.
Today is also World Cancer Day.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, today is World Cancer Day, and that brings me to the subject matter, because we tend to focus more on
cardiovascular disease kills more women than all cancers
exactly,
together.
and you see those statistics we don't know, because we often assume, like you rightfully mentioned, that men are the ones that suffer more from cardiovascular problems, but I think they're the ones that are more go for the diagnosis, and they're also the ones that we hear the statistics about the most.
All right.
We talk more about women when it comes to other issues.
Yeah, I think also it's sometimes the mentality of the caregiver that you would assume that it's more frequent in a man with chest pain that he's having a major cardiac event than in a woman. Right?
But with respect to that conversation, because
that's wrong, right?
Because
it happens.
While we tend to push that aside when it comes to women and cardiovascular disease, it's the same thing like men and breast cancer. So all of these things is that what we need to do is that we need to continue to highlight, and for that reason, I'm really appreciative today that you guys are here, so folks could understand that you're not necessarily out of the clear because you're a woman or because you're a man. It could affect all of us. But let's get to, once again, how we celebrate, being that time is not on our side, how we're going to celebrate today. Everybody should wear red, right?
Everybody should wear red.
Well, they wear red.
We're wearing red. Katrin is wearing red. You're wearing red. We're all wearing red today.
We're wearing red. So 2 sessions today, 2 free sessions, 20 women in Belize City, 20 in San Pedro.
The sessions are free today, but we do training throughout the year.
Exactly where I wanted to go to.
Training throughout the year for CPR, basic CPR. We do basic life support, which is a bit more advanced. Which is not only hands-on, but also give breaths to the patient. Right. We do advanced cardiovascular life support, more directed to healthcare professionals. And we do pediatric advanced life support, which is aimed towards children. Okay, so we do training throughout the year. Anybody's interested, they could contact the office. Okay, 223-3292. And talking about phone, we are in the works with Digicel to get a toll-free number.
Cool.
Okay, so we are dialoguing with them, and I understand it is right now for approval at the PUC.
Okay.
So we should be getting a toll-free number, which will be BERT 2378.
Yeah.
All right, so anybody could dial that toll-free, and you'll get the dispatcher for immediate assistance. So hopefully, cross our fingers, we'll get that early in this year, and we'll be able to start implement that.
Just like that, things happening at Bert. It's the team, they're celebrating Reclaim Your Rhythm.
Yes.
I like that though.
I like that a lot.
When I hear rhythm, I think super G.
Well,
you
it
know?
also came because since COVID, I mean, stress levels are through the roof.
Yes.
Physical and mental health are down. So we're trying, the whole thing is trying to get people back into the groove, you know? Start eating healthy where you were before COVID, going to gym where you used to do, play football, play basketball, those things that you used to do to keep you on track. That is
it's
what
one of
we're trying to do.
the conversations we were having with the Cancer Society yesterday, that due to COVID-19, we've kind of put all of these other diseases in the back burner. So these campaigns should, you know, spread awareness to remind everyone that other diagnoses are still important other than just COVID-19. So try to get your CPR training, right, all year round.
Bert. They're at 223 Bert, right? They don't matter hard. They don't matter hard. It's at 223 Bert. Get to them and let them know, hey, we've got a big group, or we've got our groups, and we'd like to learn that. One of the things that people need to understand, especially coming to Easter time, people flock to the water. And so therefore, you know, it's a great time to get yourself and your team and your family, especially, into how to deal with CPR, how to do CPR and stuff.
Yes.
So, Dr. Rigo, Kathy, thank you guys so very much for joining us. But
it's a fun Friday.
Fun Friday. And I've got the riddle.
You want to put people on spot to them, man.
Check this out, Kathy. I got one of my friends who works at a meat shop, but he's a big guy. This guy is what, 6'6". He has a size 13 foot. But how much he weigh, or what he weigh?
What he weighs?
What he weigh?
Oh gosh.
You weigh meat?
That's my boy. So today, Dr. Rigo, you're the chump of the chump of the chump. So when you go to work, call him chump. All right? You know. Indeed, the man
you make that up as you go?
Yeah, right there. Okay. He weighs meat because he actually works in a meat shop. Right? You got it? Tell your friends. We're going to take the break. When we come back, we'll be joined by none other than Molly
Ice Cream Shop.
And the Ice Cream Shop. She brought her team. It's their 8th anniversary. We'll tell you more about that when we come back. Stay with us.
I chose Galen because of its strong reputation.
Great scholarships.
I came because I can take all my classes online.
It is what I need to take me where I want to go.
To learn more about our various programs, visit our website at www.galen.edu.bz or email us at admissions@galen.edu.bz.
And come soar with the Galen Eagles.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
Why should you wear your mask? To protect myself. My friends. My family and others. I wear my mask because I love my grandparents. With so many reasons to wear a mask, we continue to advise persons to wear a face mask properly, covering both nose and mouth. Together, we can keep Belize COVID-19 safe.
stream, video on demand. Coming soon. If you're looking for low-cost television advertising, have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you save valuable time and money. Call us today at 223-0146 or visit us at our offices on Pony Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Been drinking all night, feeling so high. Better not drive, won't even try.
Been drinking all night, feeling so high. Better not drive, ain't gonna try. Been drinking all night, feeling so high. Better not drive, ain't gonna try. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. People die every day, I'm not going with ya. I'ma find my own way, I'm not going with ya. It's okay, I'll wait. Even good people make mistakes. I don't wanna realize when it's too late. Drinking and driving is never safe. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. If you're drinking and driving, I'm not going with ya. Been drinking all night, feeling so high. Better not drive, ain't gonna try. Been drinking all night, feeling so high. Better not drive, ain't gonna try.
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Brian. Stop running around the house.
Right now, Dad.
Damn it, Brian! I told you stop it! Can't you hear me? Are you deaf? Or you just being
Time out. Your life is stressful, and it is easy to lose your patience. When you feel this is about to happen, take a time out. Harsh words are verbal violence and can be very harmful. They are not forgotten. Offering alternatives and communicating with your child is the best way to build real respect. I'm sorry, Brian. That just had a rough day at work. Can you do something quiet?
Do you want a job?
That's more like it.
And welcome back. We are back. It's the fourth segment.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited too. Well, why are we excited? Because we are being visited by none other than Molly, Dolly, and Abigail from the ice cream shop.
Yes. Ice cream for breakfast.
Ice cream for breakfast.
Yes.
Look, 8 years of doing this. But you guys have been in a, it has been something that been ongoing for years. Yes. But 8 years ago, you decided to reinvent the wheel and come back. Molly, once again, good morning. Abigail, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us, 8 years. How did we get here?
It flew by, huh?
Yeah.
8 years. It's been fun. It's been 8 years of experimenting and playing with flavors and
and coming on the show and showing you some of the new ones today is fun.
It feels like a long time. I feel like Ice Cream Shop has been around for a little longer than 8 years.
It's still affectionately known as Scoops, and I'm not offended by that at all.
A lot of people call it that.
I think Scoops was closed for 10 years, and it's as if it was never closed, which is great. But
beautiful.
We've been having a lot of fun with it.
And I think that the beauty about it is that you know your ice cream. It doesn't matter if you sell it, but if you buy ice cream from another store, you know that it comes from the ice cream shop. You know.
This the fine ice cream shop.
Because the flavor is
it's natural, and that's one of the things that we love most about it, because it is natural flavor. But during those 8 years, Molly, like the feel for business, or the feel about business, especially during the pandemic, how was that for you?
The pandemic was, I think, just nerve-wracking for everybody. It was a time for us to regroup and kind of figure out what we're going to be as a business and how we're going to move forward. And obviously you think more about corporate responsibility and how you fit into this country and how you play a role. And we really focused on that a lot and tried to give back and figure out how to bring it back home. And it's been eye-opening.
It's a fun atmosphere when you go in there. That's always a good time. There's always probably like this. Always good music, which leads me to bring Abigail into the conversation. What is it like in that atmosphere, working along with the group?
It's a really great atmosphere. You feel welcome. It's a very welcoming atmosphere, especially with the music. Everybody has different kinds of music to put to it. And everyone comes in, they either compliment us on the music or the atmosphere, the feeling, or the smell of the waffle cones or whatever they come in.
That's the way I love
waffle cone.
the smell of the waffle cone.
Yes, thank God to bring like we may acquire right now about waffle cone.
Well, she have the chips over there, so.
Oh, they got chips?
Yes, John, there are things on this table.
My goodness. So I noticed. But Abigail, what's your favorite ice cream right now inside Ice Cream Shop?
Nutella crack.
The who?
Nutella crack. It's a cheesecake ice cream.
I actually said crack.
Nutella crack.
So that's your favorite?
Yeah, Nutella crack. It's really good. It's a cheesecake ice cream with some Nutella swirls and some really nice buttered crackers. It's really good.
Where do you get your inspiration for your flavors?
All over. Sometimes I just walk down to the store down the street, Carnivore. I walk around, I see if they have something new. In fact, one of our flavors was inspired by that.
Really?
Going to the Valentin's 2-5 craft brewery and having their new beers. We just find it, pull it, and
we were just
try to make
discussing
it
some of the odd flavors that you guys have had over the years.
Check this
and
out.
It's appreciative because they've all tried to, embody Belizean culture in some kind of way. And I know one of the cool things that you guys did over the pandemic was reinvent the wheel with that rice and beans and plantain flavor ice cream. I didn't try it for myself, but a lot of people that said it tastes like banana.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we had on here, because we want to find out how we're going to celebrate this 8th anniversary, but we had on here, I think it was a fish sauce and something ice cream.
That was our Halloween.
Yeah, that was a fish sauce. And then we were here talking on the show, and out of the blues, and like, why we not get one fried chicken and steak sauce ice cream?
Oh, so you are the one that get it.
Definitely.
So Molly and her team went in the lab, and they made fried chicken and steak sauce ice cream and brought it back to us.
You basically made them like a lychee fried chicken
they made that ice cream for us with chicken chunks too. Like,
how was it, John?
That was great. It was, it's something like ice cream with chicken in it, and then you taste it, and then wow.
That's what I love about this.
But Molly, do you look around the world to see if you've got the weirdest flavors, or do you feel like because those are weird, man, for real. But you feel like they got people out there that, or have you seen any weird flavors that you'd like to try that you've seen from abroad?
I'll tell you, I am a ice cream traveler. My husband and I eat ice cream like 4 times a day when we go somewhere. It's like, what ice cream shops are in this place? Mexico has inspired me a lot, but no, I'm often disappointed. We really put a lot of effort into it, and I don't see it
The
too often.
mango chamoy was really good.
That's really
that
good.
was a good flavor, yeah.
I mean,
and I think that was inspired by like Mexico up north with the mango and the chamoy sauce.
Well, I know about yes.
Yes. But yes, they made that ice cream, and then you also make sorbets.
Right, that's a sorbet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we noticed you've got some utensils on here. You got some ingredients. So what are we going to do?
So we have a new, well, it's not really a new cone. We've been making it for a few years now, but I haven't brought it on the show, and it's one of my favorites, and it inspired our new product. So it is a Dutch cheese waffle cone. My grandmother used to make pancakes. It was her like signature dish, and she always put pineapple syrup and Dutch cheese on her pancakes, and they were the best.
Pineapple syrup on Dutch
I believe
cheese.
that.
Right.
I believe it, guys. I believe it.
So anyhow, I made the ice cream. It was good, but then I thought, oh, this needs to go into a waffle cone, and it's great. So we brought those, and then the girls actually said, Dutch cheese waffle cones, let's make Dutch cheese chips and make ice cream nachos. So we brought that to make for you today, along with some new flavors that we've created. So
it's my favorite.
Tell you what, you know, I eat under this mask, I got on my shush mouth. You know what they're shush mouth? You know what they're shush mouth? They're shush mouth down. So I got that on right now, and we're gonna see exactly what you've got lined up to make for us, man.
But while you're making, tell us a little bit about how you're planning to celebrate your 8th-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's always fun, but this year we created a Wheel of Fun, which is over here. And so all week long, customers can come in and spin the wheel for a prize. We have gift tokens, ice cream cake, $1 off, waffle cone upgrades, a few oh no's and Chuck's Man, but mainly we're reading.
You can't always win everything all the time, you know.
Next time you put on
Yeah, we've been doing that all week. It's been super fun. Just obviously any reason to celebrate is good, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So you guys spin the wheel today?
Should I spin it?
Yes.
If I spin the wheel and I win, no.
You'll get it.
All right, so what are we going to do now?
So I've brought in some flavors, our new flavors. We haven't started serving these yet.
Move this.
One of which is inspired by Valentin's, the brewery's 2-5 line. It's the bird pepper porter. We love working with stout in the ice cream. We started with Guinness and peanut. We do the chocolate stout, the sorrel stout, and the 2-5 came about because we were brainstorming ideas for Valentine's and 2-5 and hot chocolate ice cream. It sounds fantastic.
Hot chocolate.
Emphasis on the hot.
Hot.
Oui.
So this is chocolate ice cream with the bird pepper porter. So it's a little spicy, a little smoky, a little stout back, and yeah, I'm curious to see what you think.
I can't wait. All right, let's dig in. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
You never tell me twice.
And you know that I have song for everything, right?
I know you do.
excited.
All right, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Chocolatey. Oui. Stouty.
You know when you
inhale.
after you're done and you inhale, you get that peppery flavor. Yes.
Bird pepper.
I love the smokiness of the bird pepper.
Love
That
it.
porter is so good. So this was an obvious choice with a great Belizean product.
There's spiciness.
There's spiciness, there's creaminess, there's chocolatey.
There's chocolatey.
There's stouty.
So this will be part of our Valentine collection. We'll probably start serving it on Monday. And
all right, so we're done. I love that. Tastes good.
Bring down the mask and just put it there.
we have too many new things on.
All right, so
the
these
show.
two are?
These are Banana Foster. We're using Bananas Foster. It's a butter banana rum base with candied pecans and banana chips.
Banana.
Banana. We use the Traveler's banana liqueur. We have the rum.
It's a spirited flavor.
It is a spirited flavor. I obviously love spirited flavor.
You know, that was one of the more intriguing things about your store the first time you opened was the spirited ice cream. Everybody was talking about it for the first time, and I said, I've never had a spirited ice cream flavor now. And that's all I go for now.
This one make up a Superman pose. Any minute
Really good.
This is really good. That
taste
banana, that spirited flavor. I really like that too. So far, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
And I think this has a Cuban inspiration actually, and this I got from Carnivore down the road. I love the guava paste, and I've been wanting to work with it for ages.
One of my favorite fruit, guava.
Guava. So this is a cream cheese ice cream with Marie biscuits and a guava swirl.
All the things today. Such a great day.
There's a wonderful guava jam that's made in down south, and I use that to swirl.
The Marie Sharp.
It's just a good one.
The Marie Sharp guava.
I use, it's a smaller place in organic, made in Placencia. I'm trying to pull up the name and I'm coming up blank. I feel horrible, but it's really good, and I'll share it with you.
Very
the Marie
sweet.
biscuit is,
the Marie
biscuit is overwhelming in here. Your taste on that.
Give it that crunch.
That is
that guava. You taste it at the end.
You get it?
At the
Where
end.
is it? Cuban inspired?
Yep.
We make our bailar.
I think it's like pastelito.
You could cumbia?
You know what? You bring up put me on the spot.
Okay, well, you want to put everybody on the spot.
Oh, cumbia, you know. All right. Oh my God.
Delicious.
These are very, very
delicious.
Good. Very good.
I'm glad it's approved.
Yeah, those are approved.
Very much
3 for 3.
Yeah. So this is our Valentine line. We're getting ready for that.
So the first flavor, the bird pepper in porter, banana foster, and guava.
Yeah, we haven't quite named them yet. We're thinking lava guava, but we're not so sure.
Okay. So what are we gonna do now?
To figure them out. So this is from the Dutch cheese cones. The girls decided that we should do ice cream nachos, and
you know they're watching right now, right?
Yeah, and it's actually really delicious. So it's something that we're gonna start doing today.
Okay.
And we figured, why not just bring it on and give you a taste, let you see.
So what are we adding in this nachos?
All right, so we're gonna move this. Which one? This. All right.
Try time to try.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we're adding these things in.
We do 3 scoops of ice cream, the classics, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
Okay.
And then we have you could do caramel or hot fudge.
Okay.
I love hot fudge, so that's what I would go for. But caramel is here.
Okay.
Peanuts, banana, and then our Dutch cheese waffle cone chips.
I can't wait for
I'm excited.
These are so good.
So if you notice, that ice cream guy only ketchup, but that definitely ketchup.
Yes. It's meant to have all the fixings. The peanuts should be some jalapenos. What? Actually, at Carnivore, I saw some candied jalapenos. We tried it, but it was a bit much.
Alright, here we go.
Candied jalapenos.
Yeah.
To bring some things back so that we could try.
That's so good.
I know.
And then banana next.
Banana.
Alright, be careful how you peel a banana because the guy the TikTok guy want to do so. You better not peel it bad. I'm gonna TikTok you.
That's scary. So
but nonetheless, talk about your opening hours at the ice cream shop.
Ice cream shop. We are open every day, 11 to 7 during the week, 11 to 9 on weekends. We'll have this wheel
Spin
of fun.
to win, yes.
Yeah, all day today. So come on in, get a slice of cake or a free token or something.
All right.
And then we'll be introducing the ice cream nachos today as well.
Okay, so perfect.
You'll have to wait for Valentine's for these flavors.
Okay.
But maybe we'll put one out today.
So for the 8th anniversary of the ice cream shop, you could go on inside the store, the ice cream parlor or ice cream store, and you spin that wheel and you could win yourself something cool, something flavorful, something nice. All right.
There's so many prizes on this.
Yeah.
It's only like one or two.
How much try again the fun up thing? Molly, come
none.
on.
None. No try again. You only spin once and that's your...
I'll be honest.
So is it free spin or once you make a purchase, you
$1 off.
$1 off? So is it free spin or you have to make a purchase to spin?
Purchase to spin.
Okay.
And yeah, as whatever you get,
okay,
you win.
All right, so it looks like our nachos are done.
Abigail, you done did well.
Look at his badness.
That,
Look
I tell you.
close up on my ice cream nachos,
Yeah.
please.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Oi, it looks good.
Lusciousness of strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, bananas, nuts, caramel.
Yeah.
The works.
The works a la Abigail. Yes. Well, guys, this was extreme fun. Well, you know what?
Yeah, we have to try this. We had to act like we can't eat ice cream.
Oh, so I want to taste this independently first. Oh, well,
I
hell.
know I'm nice.
Not down. We're gonna pack bread corn.
Good, right? I like, you know, we'll try it.
So next time they're going to pack bread corn are your fault.
And Molly should bring it. All right.
You challenge me often. I like it.
I'm gonna get that dip. Oh.
The chip broke. The chip broke. And it broke again.
John, you greedy up yourself on TV. Well, you know what? I greedy up myself. All right. Moment of truth here, Abigail.
I don't have the moment of truth. Not good moment. I exist in this space right now.
Now I'm telling you, Spanish right now. Approviera. I always tell people my Spanish flawless.
We really need to have this conversation afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, well,
Molly,
thank
happy
you.
8th anniversary. It's so good. Your team is vibrant. You've got the flavors that we love. And all of these things are actually from fruits that we've got right here at home. You inspire other businesses to make new things and use those things to make some ice cream. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Stop by the ice cream shop.
Stop by the ice cream shop to get yours because
Spin
trust me.
the wheel, get $1 off.
You can get $1 off and what else you can win for
So easy. Free cake.
Free cake.
Tokens. Waffle cones. It's got it all.
All right. Well, thank you guys so very much for joining us
Shanice wants
this
a free
morning.
spin.
You want a free spin, Chan?
Yeah.
When you want a spin now? All right, so let's take the break. Shanice is going to do a free spin. We've got to take the break. Oh, it's Fun Friday.
I mean, we never make them get away. I hope, right? But
no, if you guys get this, who get this? Will be the top ice cream shop champion at the champ. So when you go to work today, Abigail or Molly, when you get in the store and walk in and us, everybody say, "Hey, champ at the champ." And it goes like this. Which worth most? An old $100 or one new one?
A new one.
Worth more?
An old $100.
An old $100 note or a new one?
They're worth the same.
An old $100.
Because the new one and the old one are both $100.
What is your answer? You don't know how to go? What?
That's why I said that.
What's your answer?
The old one.
The old one because they were $100. The new one is just a single.
Wait,
I get it.
Are you sure?
That's a clever
Hey, we're going to take a break when we come back and wrapping things up. Woohoo! Fun Friday. We'll be right back.
It's almost lunchtime and Alice is getting hungry and forgot to bring cash. She remembers that eCash now has a geolocation feature in which she can easily view the eCash merchants near her, especially restaurants. Her co-workers also ask her to order food for them.
Chicken chow mein, please, and a Coke.
The merchant sends her the payment link. She taps confirm, and within a few minutes, her food is delivered. Alice then views her transaction history and taps on the transaction recently made. Then taps the split the bill button where she selects the unevenly option and moves the bar to the desired amount per person. The request is then sent to her friends. Her colleagues accept the request and are ready to enjoy their meals. Geolocation and splitting the bill via eCash make Alice's life a whole lot easier.
The ministry is collaborating with SpeedNet Communications to have a vaccination campaign for children ages 12 to 17 years. Children who get vaccinated will get a chance to win fabulous prizes, including backpacks with supplies, Nintendo Switch, tablets, book tuitions, and MiFi with 3 months data. Only children 12 to 17 years old can participate in this smart and Ministry of Health and Wellness raffle. At vaccination sites, each vaccinated child, upon being vaccinated, will receive a ticket to place their name, age, date of birth, BHIS number, and contact information on, which will be filled out by a parent or legal guardian. The sooner a person vaccinates, the more chances he or she will have to win. Get vaccinated, please. Vaccination saves lives.
If you're looking for low-cost television advertising, have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you save valuable time and money. Call us today at 223-0146 or visit us at our offices on Pony Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
The Social Security Board, in collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSD, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
All right, welcome back, and we're about to wrap up, but because it's a fun Friday when we wrap up, especially after having such lovely ice cream, we've got some to give away for you. Actually, we have an ice cream cake to give away.
Yes, from the ice cream shop. Molly just let us know.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's easy to win this. All you need to do is to go to our Facebook page right now, and you follow this link right here, right now. It's going to come up on the screen. There we go. There we go on the screen. Open your eyes, BZ. You go there, right there. See that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this way. Yes. You go to Open Your Eyes, BZ. And the first person with the correct answer is going to win.
Yes.
What's
and
the
question? So like 2 questions. One question is, how many years are they celebrating at the ice cream shop? And where are they located?
Easy.
Easy. So if you don't get this and you can't get a free ice cream cake,
then something wrong.
So yes, how many years is the ice cream shop celebrating today? And where are they located? And the first person to answer that question wins an ice cream cake courtesy of the ice cream shop.
It's that easy. We had a great time today, though, we could tell you that much. And yeah, we're going to get that, I sure somebody wants right now.
That's the easiest question.
That's a very easy question.
But yes, John. So today we had a wonderful, fun Friday.
Yes, we did.
And the conversations were lovely. First off, we had Grace here, the taste that moves you, and talking about how to make lunch and meat. So John had breakfast already.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm a third here. We had San Marcos beans with chipotle. We had what the next thing name? The lunch and meat. And I'm coming on the sauce thing where I make.
The salsa casera.
Yeah, you make that now. I tell you. That was great.
I take
so
away your spotlight. Okay, so we have our winner, our winner is Miss Gloria Martinez.
Yeah, Gloria.
Yes, Gloria. You know Gloria because you know everybody.
Oh gosh. Maybe I know Miss Gloria.
Maybe you know Miss Gloria, but yes, Gloria Martinez, you have won a free ice cream cake from the ice cream shop. So they can come and pick it up today, anytime between 11
a.m. and 9 p.m. So Miss Gloria, you take your ID and you're going down to ice cream shop and you pick up your ice cream cake.
Yes.
Sounds
I'm kind of
good,
jealous. I want an ice cream
cake.
I
know, girl. I know. But remember, you don't spin out.
I don't spin. I get that off. My lady come for my ice cream. Okay.
But we've got to go. Thank you so very much for joining us this morning. You know, without you, this is not possible. And what you did was that you opened your eyes and started your morning right with us. So, if you've got any questions, any concerns, you could drop us a line at oye@channel5.com.
Of course, you can always find us on the social media pages at Facebook, Open Your Eyes BZ, and on Instagram at OYE.
And you could join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And you start your morning right.
And as per usually, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts.
That's right. We're going to see you soon. We're going to see you again on Monday. Make sure that you follow all the protocols. We're still in a pandemic. Wash your hands, wear your face mask, and make sure that you social distance and you do your thing. All right. Enjoy your weekend and enjoy your day, Belize.
Goodbye, Belize.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.